Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna. Here basically we are discussing one of the topic, that is city creation. One of the person told that the creation basically is caste is going to end basically one day. So one of the person told that there are many people basically of Hitler basically in outside India also basically. There are Kathiawadi groups. They are basically controlled by Hitler group basically, and they are basically controlling Prime Minister of Hindustan basically. So one of the person told which caste is going to end basically one day. One of the person told that which caste is going to end basically. Which caste is going to end one day basically. So one of the person told that that's very difficult to tell basically which caste is going to end basically. But one caste will end basically. One of the person told that the news channel basically keeps on watching basically what one person is doing, keeps on watching one person basically what is doing basically. Because on last day that will be that news channel group basically which is going to telecast the news basically that this person basically is doing this in laptop basically, this person basically is doing this in computer basically, this person basically is walking here, this person is purchasing this. In this basically the data science group are going to play main role. They are going to play main role, that this person has done this person has done that, this person has purchased this. So write down basically in data science project basically. In this one of the person told that data science project basically are going to be written from Vadodara city basically, because data science root is basically created from Vadodara city basically, that's why. So Vadodara city is going to create history basically on last day of world. On last day of world, Vadodara city is going to create one history basically on last day of world. And this everything is going to happen, that is 100% sure. So one of the person told that yeah basically the TCS group, then the Patni group, then the Oracle group, then the Microsoft group, these all are the base of software companies. These all are the base of software companies. And if anybody takes panga with this group basically, he basically gets out from the computer industry only basically. So this type of things basically happens basically. Why? Because you have taken panga with Hitler basically. Hitler equal to Narendra Damodar Modi basically. He is basically some relative of Hitler basically. And TCS group are also basically connected with the Hitler group basically. So it's a one huge group basically, which is controlling the entire money economy basically, which is controlled by the entire money, which groups are basically controlling the entire money economy basically, and who basically can stay without money in world basically. So one of the person basically asked this question also, who basically can stay without money in this world basically. So that is also one of the thing basically, that is also one of the thing. So who is going to stay without money basically in this world? So entire money is basically controlled by which group basically? That is Hitler group basically. Whenever basically one side is basically war group, that is basically controlled by Russia, and one side is the peace group, that is controlled by the Brahma Kumari. And these two groups are basically of one person only basically. So if one person basically go with peace group, there also Hitler group is there. One person basically go with the war group, there the Russian groups are basically there. So that person basically unnecessary will die here also and here also basically. So one of the person told that if you want to finish the Hitler Raj, then basically you have to finish the entire India only basically. Entire India only you have to finish. And India basically is controlled by satellite group basically. And India is a God known country basically. Nobody can go against the god basically. If he goes against the god, then basically his head will damage, his ear will damage, his neck will damage, his stomach will damage, his leg will damage, if anybody go against the god basically. So this is basically India's rule basically. So on last day of world, how many body parts basically might have damaged by this god group, that is also going to calculate. And on last day of world, which will be that god basically, which has damaged that body parts. That is also going to be calculated on last day of world. This is also going to be calculated. Assume that basically my head has damaged some group, my ear has basically damaged by one of the group, my neck basically has damaged by one of the group. So on last day of world, what would be that place basically from where basically this incidents basically happened? That place is going to be history. Like this basically the one more basically parameter came into the picture, that is bodies, parts, creations and damaged areas. Damaged and body creation and body damaged from the areas. So on last day of world, this is also going to be calculated because everything is going to calculate basically. So for you have to be ready basically. In this one of the person told, if anybody might have watched this video, then he might be doing creating problem to you also and your family also. Yes, that is going to happen basically. On last day, this is also going to be calculated. That's why basically. This is also going to be calculated. So that might be one of the person told that might be some lady basically. Because Hindustan जो है, it's like that only. They keep always ladies in front basically. So that on last day basically, that ladies will be the group. Because Hindustan basically always keep ladies in front basically. So on last day that will be the ladies count also. So this is also basically going to happen. And this everything basically, sorry, I forget the word actually. Everything is already happened basically. And after that only basically I am writing everything. So one of the person told that, yeah, matlab, in India basically if you go against God, if you go against the Brahma Kumari, if you go against Hitler group, then basically you will never get 1 rupee also basically in India basically. Not in India basically, entire world basically, because India is controlling the entire world. India is controlling the entire world basically. So who basically can take panga with India? One of the person told that also basically. Anybody can take panga with India. That is the software companies. Nobody. Have you basically ever happened here that basically in IT software company bomb blast has happened basically ever? No, I have never seen basically that in software companies like big software company like Accenture, Capgemini, bomb blast basically has happened. I don't think basically the bomb blast will happen in the software company. So one of the person told that why basically you can say that basically bomb blast will not happen in software companies. Then one of the person told that the chip basically of the bomb blast and that is prepared by software companies basically. Then how basically they will track na basically that यार ये इसका direction कहाँ पे bomb blast का. So they are going to write they are whenever they are creating the bombs basically they are writing it for this location basically it's going to be. So they are going to finish their area only. So that is not possible. So bomb blast basically never happens in the software company. Bomb blast basically never happens in the software company. So in next video basically we are going to see that topic.